Good morning, everyone. It's Happy New Year's. Today is New Year's Day, first day of 2022. I asked Jesus what message I could share, and I saw a birthday cake, a really pretty birthday cake, and on top was the number 1. And what I understood from that is treat every day. It's a new year, but treat every year and every day as if it's a new day. Don't bring in old resentments, old false ideas about yourself. Forgive yourself for anything you need to forgive yourself for. Start new, start fresh. Every day, every single day is a brand new day. You choose how it will be. So that's the message that I got. And then the other thing that was on my mind is I had watched this podcast called the Dad Challenge Podcast. The guy named Josh, who I like a lot. He's really awesome. He's hilarious and a great person and really fun to listen to. And yesterday he was talking about I guess he was still doing kind of like year in review and like looking at the things that he sort of learned from this past year. And one of the things was there was a woman in his chats and stuff and his DMs who said, you know, she was dying of cancer and that she really liked him a lot and could they just chit chat and things like that. And so he said, of course. And so he developed this, online friendship with her and a bunch of other creators as well. All together, they would, chit chat with her and eventually they realized that she was lying, that she wasn't dying. And then they got the news from her husband, quote unquote husband, that she died, and went on from there. But then they realized that it was always just her, that he'd been catfished. And he was saying that he would not have done things much differently. I guess he feels like he would have maybe understood sooner that it was just being catfished. But he said anytime someone asks him to help and they're dying from cancer or something, he will always do whatever he can. And I guess what I want to say is that we don't want to look at people who have disease. I mean, obviously we want to be nice to everyone and do what we can to help, but it's I think a mistake to look at people who have disease as incapable of managing their own happiness still. Do you know what I mean? It's like we don't then become responsible for their happiness, for anything. It's still up to them they're still living their lives. And the disease is their body giving them information. It's not, we don't have to see it as, even if you know someone who passed away from a disease or something, we really shouldn't, you don't want to give the disease that kind of power. You want to see it as informational. Your body telling you something. Maybe it's true, maybe that's the way your soul has chosen to depart, as we all do. And of course nobody wants the terrible news that they have cancer, but I really think that we need to start looking at it in a different way and stop seeing it as something that has tremendous power over us, because it's not. Nothing that happens to our body has power over us, because our body is merely our vessel. The vessel our soul, has chosen to live a human life in, and it's the soul that has all the power. The soul. So if someone you feel badly for someone who has cancer, first you don't want to feel pity or badly or anything like that. Of course you want to have compassion, but never disempower them. We always want to remember to empower them, and that means we don't rearrange our lives and go so out of our way to help them, because they can help themselves. Do you know what I mean? So they're the same as any other person who is not suffering from an illness. They are as empowered as anyone else. And of course that doesn't mean that you don't do things for people who need help. Of course you do. But it just struck me that, this needing to be there for other people is almost like, in a sense, that it can be disempowering. And we don't want to do that. We want to remember that even people who have illness they have the ultimate power over what happens. Their soul has the ultimate power over what happens. Like I said, maybe it's that the soul chose to depart through that illness. Maybe it wants to stay. It's up to that person. So anyway, that is my message for today. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.